Chips, instant noodles, frozen meals, packaged snacks. For millions of people, processed food isn't an occasional treat, it's the majority of what they eat every single day.
So what is actually happening inside the body when ultra-processed food becomes your primary fuel source?
First, a distinction worth making. Not all processed food is created equal. Canned beans, frozen vegetables, and whole grain bread are technically processed. What researchers are most concerned about is ultra-processed food. Products engineered with additives, emulsifiers, flavor enhancers, and refined ingredients that have little resemblance to anything that grew in the ground. The NOVA classification system ranks these as Group 4, the highest level of industrial processing. One of the first systems affected is your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract. These bacteria thrive on fiber from whole foods. Ultra-processed diets are typically very low in fiber and high in additives like emulsifiers, which studies show disrupt the gut lining and reduce microbial diversity. Within weeks of a predominantly ultra-processed diet, research documents measurable shifts in gut bacteria composition. Ultra-processed foods are engineered to hit what food scientists call the bliss point, the precise combination of salt, sugar, and fat that maximizes palatability and triggers dopamine release. Your brain's reward system responds to these foods similarly to how it responds to other highly stimulating inputs, making it genuinely harder to stop eating them. This isn't a willpower problem. It is neuroscience.
If this is shifting how you think about food science, hit like, and it helps this reach more people who need it.
Chronic consumption of ultra-processed food is consistently linked to elevated systemic inflammation, a low-grade, ongoing immune response that strains multiple organ systems over time. Blood sugar regulation becomes less efficient as refined carbohydrates and added sugars overwhelm insulin response repeatedly. Studies tracking people over years show associations with higher rates of metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular markers. Not from one meal, but from consistent dietary patterns. A landmark study by the NIH gave participants 2 weeks of an ultra-processed diet versus 2 weeks of a whole food diet with matched calories and macronutrients. On the ultra-processed diet, participants consumed on average 500 more calories per Dalton Y, not because they were told to, but because the food's engineering made stopping harder. The goal here isn't to make you afraid of a bag of chips. It is to understand that food is information your body acts on every single day. The more whole, recognizable ingredients you include, the clearer that information is. Small, consistent shifts matter far more than perfection. If you want to keep learning how your body works through real science, subscribe to this channel. We break it down simply.